Hello friends, welcome to Teju's Academy. In this video, we'll be seeing about the current affairs for 14-12-2021. Okay, and before getting into the current affairs, I have to make a note that we are conducting a scholarship test for UPSC Civil Service 2022 batch and TNPSC Group 2 and 2A batch. Okay, for more details, you can contact this number, and also I have provided the description link with the scholarship test links. Okay. And now let's get into the current affairs. The first one is Lok Sabha passes Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Amendment Bill 2021. Here the NDPS stands for Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance. Okay, this act came in 1985 and this was an amendment by in 2021. Okay, in 2014 itself, the act was amended and the clause number of the definition for such illicit activities was changed. However, the section on penalty for financing these illicit activities were not amended. The bill amends the section on the penalty to change the reference to the new class number. Okay, what are all provided by this bill in 2021? Or the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Act 1985 was amended by the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Amendment Act 2014. Okay, though the bill only seeks to correct and drafting error, members took the opportunity to raise concerns over large issues of the manner in which NDPS Act is implemented and misused to alarming rise in drugs wage in the country. Okay, and these are all the things. The NDPS Act came by 1985 and it is amended in 2014 itself, and after that it was made little bit changes with the penalty issues, and then it is amended in 2021. Okay, and the next one, Chairperson of Lokpal Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh inaugurated a digital platform for management of complaints, introduced a digital platform for complaining issues. Okay, the digital platform name is Lokpal Online. Here it is, Lokpal Online, and this can be accessed by all citizens of the country and complaints can be filed from anywhere and anytime. Okay, speaking on this occasion, Justice Pinaki said that corruption is a key element for the underperformance of the economy and it determines the democracy and rule of law. This Lokpal Online is the end-to-end digital solution for the management of complaints against the public servants filed under the Lokpal and Lok Ayukt Act 2013. Lokpal and Lok Ayuktas Act. Okay, this is very important. Lokpal Online facilitates handling the complaints during the complete life cycle of a complaint, right from the filing to the final disposal. This will bring more transparency and efficiency in the handling mechanism. Then Justice Abhilasha Kumari said that main aim of this Lokpal is to free the country from the malady of the corruption. To free the country from the malady of the corruption. And to build a strong and corruption-free India. Important features of this Lokpal Online is convenience to complain for filing complaint online from anywhere and anytime, information to the complaints about the complainants about the action on the complaints at every stage through email and SMS. The complainants will be getting updates about their complaints through emails and SMS at every stage, from the stage of complaining to the final disposal. And facility to complainants to ascertain status of complaints at any time. They can know the status of the complaints at any time, and also identify the complaints in the kept confidential. If the complainant want to keep the case confidential, then it will be a confidential case. The CVC and CBI and other inquiry agencies can upload their reports directly on the Lokpal online. Reminders to inquiry agent through emails and SMSs. Generations of analytical reports as per the requirement. If you want, you can generate the analytical reports. At present, complaints sent by post, email or delivered by hands. And it is updated to Lokpal online digitized manner. And the next one is India launches supersonic missile assisted torpedo system, that is SMAT, from the Abdul Kalam Island of the Odisha coast. The Abdul Kalam Island is formerly known as Wheeler Island, which is now called as the Abdul Kalam Island. The system is launched from the ground mobile launcher. Here you can see this is a mobile launcher. This can be shifted from one place to another. During this mission, the full range capability of the missile was successfully demonstrated. The system has been designed to enhance anti-submarine war capability. And the next one is Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Dr. Virendra Kumar launches the National Helpline Against Atrocities on SCs and STs. Okay. The helpline number is now available on toll-free number. The helpline number is 14566. Okay, across the country. The service is available on English, Hindi and regional languages. It will ensure the proper implementation of Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989. To ensure the proper implementation of Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities. This act was implemented from 1989. It can be accessed by making voice call either from landline or mobile number across the country. Okay, and the objective of the helpline is to build the information awareness about the provisions of law that are aimed at discrimination and providing protection to everyone. And the next one, Alejandro Simancas Marin appointed as new ambassador of Cuba. New ambassador of Cuba to India is Alejandro Simancas Marin, and he was welcomed by our Minister of State for External Affairs. She is the Minister of State for External Affairs, Meenakshi Lekhi. Minister of States for External Affairs. Okay, she also said that we are looking forward for the valuable contribution for enhanced India-Cuba relationship. And the next one is PM Modi inaugurates the first phase of Kashi Vishwanath Dam in the Varanasi. The work on the 400-meter corridor which connects the Kashi Vishwanath temple to the bank of river Ganga. This is a 400-meter corridor. Okay, at the inauguration ceremony, PM Modi urged people to take 3 resolutions. What are the 3 resolutions? Are cleanliness, creation, and continuous effort for self-reliant India. Cleanliness, creation, and continuous effort for self-reliant India. This is what he urged to take 3 resolutions. And the next one is Bharat Petroleum Corporation BPCL collaborates with the BARC for green hydrogen production. BPCL stands for Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, and the BARC stands for Baba Atomics Research Center. Okay, they tie up to scale up the alkaline electrolyze technology. To scale up the alkaline electrolyze technology for green hydrogen production. This is the first of its kind initiative to support India's commitment to achieve the renewable energy target and to reduce the greenhouse gases. The electrolyzer plants are presently imported. These electrolyte plants will be imported, and the collaboration is to scale up the alkaline electrolyzer technology for green hydrogen production. India has set a target to reach net zero emission. Zero emission has targeted for 2070, and towards the objective it is looking to raise the share of renewables in the energy mix to 50% by the year 2030, and currently according to 2001 it is 38%. Okay, and this is very important. It aims to zero emission in 2070 and to reduce as 50% in 2030, and currently in 2021 it is 38%. And the next one, retail inflation inches up to 3 months, and also it is high of 4.91% in the November. The annual CPI inflation was 4.48% in October and 6.93% in the November month. What is CPI? Is Consumer Price Index. This inflation is due to the uptick in the food price according to the PIB release, majorly in the vegetables than fruits and other things. The CPI based inflation, however, remained within the comfort zone of RBI, Reserve Bank of India. The government has mandated the central bank to keep the inflation at 4% and plus or minus 2%. Okay, as per the data released by the National Statistical Office, NSO, National Statistical Office, inflation in vegetable segment was negative on the yearly basis. National Statistical Office. Okay, and the next one is Hindustan Syringes and Medical Devices, that is HMD, allowed to continue operations on the Faridabad. Faridabad is located in the Haryana state. Haryana state of India. It received a voluntary closure notice from the Hyderabad Pollution Control Board, and now it is allowed to reopen with some restrictions. HMD plants are produced by piped natural gas and used diesel generation sets for backup in case of power failure. HMD produces 66% of syringes across our country. Now received a clearance from the Commission for Air Quality Management. Air Quality Management to restart production. HMD is the country's, that is India's largest syringe manufacturers. Okay, and the next one is India is the fourth most powerful country in Asia after US, Japan and China. Sydney-based Lowy Institute. India has emerged as the fourth most powerful country in the Asia by declining by 2 points than in the year 2020. This was released by the Lowy Institute Asia Power Index 2021's edition. India fell short on the major power threshold in the 2021. And the next one, India's Harnas Chandu crowned Miss Universe in 2001 in the Israel. This is in the southern Israel. She is after 21 years of Lara Datta in 2000 and Shushmita Sen in 1994. 2021's Miss Universe competition is the 70th Miss Universe competition. After 21 years, Indian women is receiving the Miss Universe honor, and in the year 2000, Lara Datta from India received the was crowned as Miss Universe, and in 1994, Sushmita Sen crowned as a Miss Universe. And after Lara Datta, this Harnas Chandu is a one to crown the Miss Universe. She is the third woman to be crowned as a Miss Universe from the India. And this 2021's Miss Universe competition is 70th Miss Universe competition held in Eilat, southern Israel. Harnas Chandu is a 21-year college student from Punjab. She was crowned by Andrea Meza. She is Andrea Meza, who is a Miss Universe in the 2020. She is from Mexico. And the next one is Tesla CEO Elon Musk named Time's 2021's Person of the Year 2021. Elon Musk, who is a founder and CEO of SpaceX, that is space exploration company, recently passed Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Amazon founder. As the world's wealthiest person, calling him a clone, genius, edgelord, visionary, industrialist, showman. Now, the Time magazine has named him as the Person of the Year 2021. This is for 2021. Okay, and the next one is the last one for today's current affairs. Dubai government goes 100% paperless world's first crown Prince Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed, and Dubai has become the world's first government to turn 100% paperless the Emirates crown Prince Sheikh Hamdan announced pointing at the savings. All internal external transactions and procedures in the government of Dubai is now 100% digitalized. And this is managed from the Comprehensive Digital Government Service Platform. Comprehensive Digital Management Platform. And that's all for today's current affairs. And I'll be providing the PDF to download for today's current affairs and yesterday's quiz link and the scholarship test link to join our course. And for more details, kindly contact the provided number in the description box. Thank you. Stay tuned for daily current affairs in both English and Tamil. You can find the Tamil current affairs in the playlist. Thank you.